What is RFM? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. RFM stands for Recency, Frequency, and Monetary Value. Now, what does it have to do with anything? It's oftentimes used in terms of leads. If you're looking at business leads or when you're dealing with advertising, you're looking at how recently they bought something or a particular thing. How frequency, how frequent have they done that? Is it something they're doing on a consistent basis? Is it something they do once a year? Frequency. And how recent, so how close to today, how frequent, how often they've done it, and then monetary value, how much did they spend per transaction? Recency, frequency, monetary value. Now, this is really helpful in terms of if you're purchasing leads. There are lists of leads that you can get, lists of customers that you can get, that you can use to then resell your product. This all comes originally from the direct mail industry and people selling via mail. Nowadays, it's really expanded way beyond that, and it's a term that is still used and is oftentimes used when people are talking about their own customer or customer base. Recency, frequency, and monetary value are three things that you look for to calculate how good a customer is. How often do they buy? When was the last time they bought? And how much did they spend? And the more frequent they buy, they're higher up on the level. The more often they buy, if it's a daily thing, obviously that's pretty good, right? And how much they spent. If they spend more, that's going to be better. And so where they are on each of those in comparison with each other, RCM can help you determine whether you've got a good customer, a better customer, or a worse customer. It's just a way to be able to organize these things. And it's not always going to be perfect. Obviously, there's other things that you would want to go by when you're talking about customers, especially if you're trying to convert a customer that someone else has to be one of your customers or something of that sort. These are all things you got to take into consideration. But when you start creating lead flow and when you start creating a community of customers that you're looking to go back to over and over and over again, these are all things that you should consider in the field of advertising. So this is something, especially in digital marketing, which really matters today. And so it's an old concept that I wanted to bring back and toss into this series that I'm doing on digital marketing. So I wanted to toss that in: RCM, recency, frequency, and monetary value. That's all I've got for today. We've talked about this a little more in depth in the past, so you can go back and watch and listen to past podcasts where we discuss this. But that's all I've got. We'll be back here tomorrow. In the meantime, go check out my course all on content marketing. If you're really interested, especially if you're in business and you're looking at the field of content marketing and wondering whether it's right for you or not, that's what I call the main content marketing question, which is why I've got contentmarketingquestion.com where you can view that course, contentmarketingquestion.com. We'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, you get out there and let the magic happen.